Spoons by Jakob Densky. Interior living room, late morning. John, 24, hunches over his soft leather couch. His head is in his hands as he leans over his coffee table. His light blue bathrobe is half open. His bedhead peers off in many angles.
I'm not gonna let you keep me down any longer. John, I just can't.
John sniffles. Ash, 25, sits forward on the armchair in the corner of the room. Her lips are pursed. She holds her body close for comfort. Her blonde hair is neatly wrapped into a bun.
I'm sorry. I know this is hard, especially right before your graduation. But I need to do this now. For myself. I need to move on.
John refuses to look up at her. He stares at the coffee table between his fingers.
Are you going to say anything?
She sighs, then gets up out of the chair and adjusts her clothes neatly.
I'll be back later to get my things. I'll let you process things, I guess.
Ash leaves the room, leaving John in a standstill with his emotions. His sniffles turn into sobs. John swipes the contents of his coffee table onto the floor. Ah! His cries of heartbreak bubble out. Pathetic. Fade 2. Interior, living room, late afternoon. John mindlessly flicks through the TV stations. He has not changed his clothes or even brushed his hair. His eyes are a deep red from all the crying. The doorbell rings. Ding dong! John quickly wipes his eyes, then uses his phone as a mirror to fix his hair. He brushes it with his fingers. He straightens his back and steps closer to the door. Exterior, John's house. We see the backs of a woman, 30, and a child no more than 12 years old. They are wearing matching purple suit jackets and purple pants. John opens the door. He frowns in confusion.
Hello?
The woman and child, who appear to be mother and son, look unusually similar, as if they are age-skewed twins. Her hair is cut into a neat bob, straight from the 1920s. The boy has a similar haircut, but more along the lines of a bowl cut. They stare at John with small, gentle smiles.
Hello.
John scans them with his eyes. She scans him.
My son needs to use the toilet.
The boy looks up at John with wide, dead eyes.
Urine.
John raises his eyebrows.
Yeah, sure. Just make it quick.
The son walks like a soldier inside the door past John. The woman follows. Interior, John's house, late afternoon. The boy walks down the hallway.
It's just to your right.
The boy turns around robotically and gazes at John. John turns his eyes to the woman, who is also staring at him. The boy continues and closes the bathroom door. John smiles gently and awkwardly at the woman.
So, weather nice today?
The woman waits 2.5 seconds to reply.
Yes.
She tilts her head while maintaining eye contact, imitating a radio voice.
And the weather today is a cool 16 degrees. Overcast. 15% chance of showers. Stay warm out there, folks.
A beat. John laughs uncomfortably.
Yeah.
The woman walks past him, tilting her head from side to side, observing John's home and the contents inside it. Interior, living room, late afternoon. John follows her into the living room cautiously.
So, how old's your boy?
She looks at the posters on the wall. Movies, bands, typical millennial decor. No response. The woman stops in front of an old antique cabinet. Inside are various assortments of nice china and tea sets. She opens the cabinet carefully and robotically.
Hey, that's my girlfriend's. It's really important to her.
John seems uneasy. His hands are out in a pleading manner. The woman turns her head on a swivel to look at John.
Why?
Sorry?
Why so?
She reaches to touch one of the cups.
Important.
The toilet flushes in the distance.
They were her mom's. She passed.
Past?
John becomes antsy.
Yeah, Can you just not touch my stuff, please?
Can you not touch my stuff, please?
The boy appears in the hallway, staring at John. He approaches the woman and looks into the cabinet with her.
I think you guys should probably get going, right?
No response. The boy reaches into the cabinet and grabs a pair of silver spoons. John reaches forward and grabs the boy's arm.
Don't touch those!
The boy jolts backwards and makes an ungodly, unhuman, otherworldly screech. The high-pitched tone rattles John's house. The woman softly grabs John's hair and throws his head into the cabinet, smashing the glass onto his face. Fade 2. Interior, living room, evening. John is leaned back on his couch. His robe is bloody and his face is cut in all directions from the glass. The woman and the boy sit neatly on either side of him, staring intently at the TV. And let's see your talent, Jimmy! America's Got Talent plays on the TV. A small boy dressed in a cowboy outfit sits on a stool on stage. He prepares 2 spoons and begins to play a song with them. John slowly opens his eyes. He lets out a shallow groan. The woman and the boy do not acknowledge him. They look onward into the television. Eyes now wide open, John shifts his eyes from side to side. He reaches up and feels his wounded face.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
The captors stare at the TV. John slowly gets up from the couch, looking hesitantly at the woman and boy, both of whom are entranced by the TV. He tiptoes to the hallway. Footsteps follow him. John whips his head around. He is only steps away from his front door. The boy stands in the hallway.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to perform a song for you today.
The boy approaches John, still hazy from the head injury. The boy dressed in the purple suit takes his hand and leads him into the living room where the woman is standing with her hands clasped. John stands next to her, confused and paralyzed with fear. The boy picks up the 2 spoons from the coffee table, jumps up onto it, and begins hitting the 2 spoons on his leg to produce a rhythm, all while doing some sort of jig.
Oh, I'm a lonely cowboy here to see a show. Got a nickel for a candy bar and a nickel to get back home.
We watch as the boy performs his song and dance on the table. His eyes do not move. He looks onward, daringly. The song becomes intertwined with screaming.
Wait, please stop.
We hear that of a chicken being recklessly carved with a butter knife. Gurgles, splatters.
Oh, please take me to the stampede grounds. My mama said no. Oh, say it ain't so. Please, oh please, take me to the stampede grounds.
The boy stops singing with a deadpan face, then straightens his back and steps off the table. We hear a sound familiar to that of a snake wriggling itself into a dead corpse. Fleshy flutters and hisses. Fade 2. Exterior, John's house, evening. Ash rings the doorbell of John's house. She wipes her shirt and pants down to correct them, then fixes her hair. The door creaks open to reveal John, dressed in a torn and bloody robe. He stares at her with no emotion.
Jesus Christ! What happened to you?
She steps inside. Interior, John's house, evening. John stands in the hallway unfazed as Ash carefully touches the wounds on his face.
What did you do?
John stares down at her. She sighs, frustrated.
Fine, but I'll clean you up.
She storms down the hallway into the bathroom. Interior, bathroom, evening. Ash opens the bathroom door to find a Pollock-like splatter of green material. It is thick and clings to the walls. She is taken back.
Ew, what?
She comes out of the bathroom. Interior, living room, evening. Ash enters the living room to find John standing on the coffee table. In his hands are the spoons. On the floor in the corner of the room lies a pile of skin and purple fabric.
Are you okay? What is all the shit in the... What are you doing?
John begins playing a rhythm with the spoons. He begins singing.
Oh, I'm a lonely cowboy here to see a show. Got a nickel for a candy bar, a nickel to get back home.
We see Ash standing in absolute confusion, watching the performance. On the ceiling behind her, the woman crawls down the wall. Her eyes click open and close like a reptilian. Cut to black.
Oh, please take me to the stampede grounds. My mama said no. Oh, say it ain't so. Please, oh, please take me to the stampede grounds.
We hear a slaughter. Roll credits.